welcome back to my channel. Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, AmusedJester. My name is Junior, and today we're going to be reviewing a lot of figures. 3 figures exactly with McFarlane collector editions, or collector McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. These 2 are collector editions, which I believe were initially going for $35, and this one's the regular, which is probably going to be was going on $20 to $23, right? So there's no way I'm gonna buy these at that prices, but for some reason I got lucky and I saw Big Bad Toy Store was having a sale, and this I got for $20, $20, and $14. In which case, that's not bad. For $20 and you're getting this much for a figure or multiple heads, that's not bad at all. Plus, they're all, even except for this one, they're all kind of a unique character. Huntress, Superboy. I know I have Superboy before. Do I? Superboy? Yes, I do have Superboy before, but this is, this is the interesting Superboy and everything. So let's see the bag. Is there anything interesting to look at in the bag? Oh, artwork. Artwork's pretty good. I don't think that's from the comic book though. Dark Flash. I'm trying to remember. This is not Flash, or none of the Flash that we know of, I think. I was already going out of comics when this one appeared, so I'm not entirely familiar with the character, and this is, of course, not from a comic book cover or anything, but it's still a pretty good illustration of the character. So let me go ahead and take it out of packaging. I'm going to do a review of all these 3. I'm not going to dig deep on the articulation because we know the articulation of McFarlane, but let's check and see how they look like out of packaging. Alright, so it comes with these 2 electric runner accessories, and when I was talking about the new Mattel Kids line figure, and I said that it was interesting that they were posing the figures in their packaging, I'd forgotten that sometimes McFarlane does it too. So if you remember, in packaging it was in this pose, so it was kind of running. Everything comes with the usual stand. Let's see if the card will actually help us remember anything about this particular character. I know it's not Wally West, and I don't think it's Barry Allen. I don't think it's an alternative version of him. I think it's a completely different person, but I don't remember. Oh, it's called Walter West, so it is a variation of Wally West. A new logo, a new costume, new Flash, begin a startling new era for the fastest man alive. Super fast stranger in town, and he's calling himself the Flash, but who is this world-weary, battle-scarred hero in a fearsome, nearly all-black costume? Interesting. So, I don't remember if he was before or after. I don't even remember the name of the storyline where it ended up that Wally West was a killer, or was killing off heroes. Spoiler? Was that a spoiler alert? Since I don't really know what the title, I can't tell you what it is. I can't really be spoiling much of anything. But you know what this costume reminds me of? It reminds me of the 90s Flash with a darker hue of the red. This is kind of almost like a burgundy red color. It's not bad, it's like I think it looks like it's a good representation of that Flash. I just got it because it's like $14. If I could get a McFarlane figure for like 8 or 7, I'll be happy. That's if I'm looking for a bulk lot buy of McFarlane figures, that'll be the price range that I'm shooting for, $8 to $10. I feel it's a good worth for them. $15 is stretch for me. I got a 14, it's brand new, so I'm okay with it. They're using the body that I'm kind of mostly happy with in terms of proportion, although this guy's thighs are way too big for this body chest style. But yeah, there you go. There's the Dark Flash and everything. I think that's pretty close to how he's represented in that cover page, right? So I mean, like, because it's only $14, and I don't fault McFarlane for this particular action figure in terms of sculpting or articulation. I've always been happy with how this was. This was the body, the buck body that I hope he would start using back then, and get rid of all those stupid design lines that he always injected his characters on, and just do this as the book body for the rest of the figures, and just start doing classic styled figures and using the same body over and over, and go for the cheaper route. But he doubled down and actually made it much more expensive than it should be, and which is what I was against it. So I'm pretty happy with this one. I'll give it a value of 12. Why not? It's $14. You can't go wrong with that. It's a good articulation of a figure, good representation of the figure, and look, it looks really good the way it is, right? All right, so let's go ahead and open up the next one. Let's take a look to see what's going on with that figure. So let's talk about a Superboy right now with Con-El. Con-El, yeah. This is what comes with the figures. Comes with the figure, 2 stands, the basic stand, flight stand, the card over here, some sort of like, I think, is this another stand that kind of like a pounding stand? A second set of hands and 2 head sculpts, and then a little bit of bio over here. Connor Kent, Con-El, Connor Kent. So yeah, so he's born of he's Superboy, but mixed in with Lex Luthor's DNA, and which would explain why he's bald over here and kind of angry looking. There's a variation of this one where he ripped off an L across the S symbol. I'm glad I didn't get that one, and I got this one instead. So really happy with that. Now, let's see. Let's look at the face first and see what's going on. So with this one, I think McFarlane is still using the basic use of paint applications, where it's just brushed on or anything. I don't think it's printed, but I'm not entirely sure. It's a good enough face. As you can see, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty satisfied with the way it looks. Looks like Connor Kent in the thing. Oh, I really like this angry face look. And the other one, yeah, I like this one a lot. And then this one, I doubt I'll display him in this look. I'm not even thinking or planning on getting a second one of him and displaying him in the angry Superboy look. It's an interesting thing, but you know, it's good that he comes with a pointing hand over here, and he's got a gripping hand with a gun thing, which is kind of okay. All right, so let's talk about this figure. Value. Let's start off with the value. I'll give this a value of 15, and you might be shocked, like 15. That's pretty high for an action figure from a line that you hate, Junior. It's not like I hated the line for its attributes, which it has plenty bad of, like misproportions and everything. It's not that. I can forgive all that given the amount of price. It's the fact that he was asking $34 for this one, which is like ridiculous. You know, it's like your figures are not worth $34 regardless of how many head sculpts you're putting in. But for $20, heck yeah, I'll buy that for $20. If you think about it, his initial lineup started with $20, and he only came with kind of like what this one came in. This is an exactly $20 figure. So, and I was happy with these figures when it was $20, but now I got this for $20, and it's coming with 2 separate head sculpts, an extra pair of hands, and 2 other bases, which is like, for that price range, I cannot ignore the fact that that's a good value, and I'm giving it a 15 because of that. But this is still riddled with the fact that that's characteristics that's prevalent in McFarlane figures. Like, for example, what's really bugging me with this one is like this. What the heck is going on with this shape over here? It doesn't make sense to me. And why does this torso look so long to me and everything? Just, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's backwards. I feel like this thing is backwards. Is it backwards? No, it's not backwards. Yeah, I don't understand. But yeah, honestly, I could have lived without this in my collection. Let me pull the head out and put this one in, because I'm kind of leaning more towards this head sculpt than the other one. Now that I think about it, looks like his neck seems overly long. if you're looking at him straight, right? Doesn't that look long? And doesn't that head look kind of small for this body? Whoa, no wonder it's not even on completely yet, I think. Yeah, okay. Now that's much better. I wasn't able to plug it in much better or well in that thing. So yeah, I'll give it a solid 15. $20, why not? You get all this stuff for $20. I'm not crazy. I'll admit it, but I'm not saying the line is still good. So let me go ahead and open up Huntress and see what's going on with her. Alright, so there's Huntress out of the box, and she comes with a secondary and a third head sculpt that we'll look into a little bit more. Comes with 2 extra sets of hands, and I don't know what happened to the other one, or it dropped. Basically 2 fisted hands and some sort of like razzle dazzle hands like this. Yeah, it's pretty small. Like the fingers are really thin over there, so the plastic seems pliable, so I guess I'm not too afraid of it breaking. She comes with a crossbow over here, very generic looking, as you can see. This is the level of the Mattel's, like those accessories over there. That's the level of detail you're getting this one, like really basic blocks of plastic. And the stand, that's all she comes with, and the card, that's all she comes with. And here's the figure over here. She does come with a wired cape. The cape is very strong. I wish all the capes that are using capes would actually use this kind of a wire. Look at that. Look at, like, compare that with Beast Kingdom. Look at how floppy this thing is. Compared to this one, and they're actually in this one they use a pretty good fabric as well too. Nice detail. The Huntress. Now the thing over this one is like, I would never have gotten her for $34. That's crazy. And remember, I'm kind of out of McFarlane anyway. But for $20, another character to add to my DC collection, that's not bad. It's really not bad. It's all just purple over here. There's no washes or anything differentiating. I guess I should be kind of glad that they actually painted the sides white, because it's painted in. There's nothing to denote the fact that it's a raised sculpture or anything. So this must be some sort of generic body that they're reusing for the Huntress. And let's see what the gimmick is on the head. So okay, so it's just basically has that. And let's put what? Wait, hold on a second. Oh, so this head. Oh, but look, it has a difference in color in the head. That's just so weird looking to me. But I guess the difference in this one is the mask design. Huh. So wait, what's the difference between this one and this one? I think this one is smiling a little bit. So I actually don't like this one. But before, so this is the last one. The thing what throws me off in this one, is it just me or is this head off-centered? It's like really bugging me for some reason. This head is off-centered. It's like it goes off to the side like naturally like that, see? And I don't know what's causing that. Like the peg maybe. Okay, just trying to center it a little bit more so it's not bugging me, but still. Right? Am I the only one that's crazy? This looks off-center to me. I don't know. This one, heck, why not? I'll give her a value of 15. It's almost begrudgingly though. Oh no, I'll give her a 14. Look at how much more taller she is compared to Superboy over here. This is the reason why, one of the reasons why I just don't like McFarlane. She shouldn't be that tall. I mean, he is Superboy, but she should be just like maybe a half of an inch smaller. Her body is big compared to his. Anyway, she's just going to be in the background character, so I'll give her a 14 instead of a 15. That, yeah, because the tilt of the head is really bugging me. It's like off-center and everything. The cape is really good. Accessories is very meh. It's okay. You know, it's there. There's nothing I can do about it. but it's 20 bucks. You can't really deny that. I'm just glad I didn't pay $34 for her. So in real world, this would have been a $90 purchase. 34.70, and this is 20, so it's gonna be like $90. Maybe this, I think this is like $22 when it came out. I'm not sure. $90 plus tax. I got this for 2020 and 14, so that's like less than 60 bucks, $55 or something. So almost half off. So you know, with that, I'm kind of happy with to deal with that with McFarlane figures. I was always happy with McFarlane figures when they were just at $20. They were pushing it at 21, 22, but $20 was the sweet spot for me when it came to McFarlane figures. Plus, they're unique characters. They're not like, well, he is, but you know, I can get away with him because it's kind of like, you know. Well, plus I already have. Okay, so okay, I got it. So I got two. You know what? Do I have the Superboy from Reign of Superman? I don't think I do. I have the one where I think it's John Kent that was wearing it. But anyway, it's unique enough of a character for me to get that I was kind of interested in, and it was on sale at Big Bad Toy Store. So that's it for my review. What did I say? I said this was a 12, 15, and a 14. And I'm kind of happy with that, the way it is. That's it for my review of the McFarlane figures. I know it's kind of late, but it was a good deal anyway. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys on my next review. Bye.